So this right here is a Virginia pine. If you live in a higher altitude area, you will see this in Appalachia. I have not seen these around really where we live. It looks like a short needle pine, but it's called a Virginia pine. And it's because we're so high up that these are up here, but they're all over the property here. And you can see the little clusters, but they look totally different than the long needle pines. I think they're loblollies that we have here. So if you can see that, and I want you to see the pollen when I shake the branch. Look at that. The pollen here, I have never seen it so bad before, but I just thought it was so interesting, the little clusters on this mature one. It has small pine cones. Just something you may notice on a homestead compared to a loblolly pine if you live high up. Now this is, I think it's an oak. Everything's budded out here, everything, but we're just so high up, and you only see these in higher elevations. So I thought that was cool, and I'll show you one in the drive that's a lot smaller. So these are the pines that we have around here, and this one actually looks different. I don't know, this one has longer needles than the rest, so I don't know, you pine gurus, maybe somebody could tell me what this is about. And I noticed these coming off the end, but I just wanted to show you the difference between these pines and the Virginia pine. So this is what the property's covered in right here. It just looks weird, that one pine tree. So we're gonna go down here, a lot of pines, and then I've got this one Virginia pine over in here. Way down here, you can see everybody's reproducing now. They've got the little fronds on them. Okay, look at this. That's what it looked like, a Christmas tree in the drive today, just lit up almost with these. But look how, I just thought this was so interesting. You've got these everywhere, and then you have the little buds on the end, and that's another Virginia pine everywhere. Those little, if I can get the camera to zoom in, the little clusters. Well, is it going to zoom in? Those. I mean, it's just loaded all the way up. But it looks almost like a cactus. I know it's not. It's just, it looks so different compared to those with the growth. There's another one. And then you have these clusters, and I thought that was odd too, the way it's just all clustered up like the mature one that we saw at the beginning of the video. But see, we're very high up here. Very. Just something you don't see in central Alabama all the time. And pines will grow anywhere. We're on complete rock. They'll grow. They will grow. And here we have wisteria. It smells beautiful, but guys, the pollen here is just it's on 10. We've got wisteria everywhere around this pine, all up in it. I just want to show you some spring stuff. Here's yuccas that have just taken over part of our pasture. We've got a magnolia here too. See, they've already come out to the drive. And I have never really paid attention to the magnolia or seen when it will bloom. I think it's going to be in May, but I will definitely like that. I wish some of the branches were lower, that way I could get some magnolia blossoms to decorate with. But I know a lot of Christmas crafts you can use magnolia leaves. I've just never had a magnolia tree before, but yeah, I don't think it'll be too long before we have something. And look at this. I mean, it is just, this pollen is, whew. I saw yesterday Atlanta, Georgia had the highest pollen count on history, in history on record, because it's just so, I told you I'd never seen it like this before. So this is our lettuce that we planted well over 1 month ago in this raised container bed, if y'all remember me doing that. And I've got red romaine here, and it's probably, what, 2 inches? I hope that it comes on up. And this was just a complimentary salad mix, and that's what we've got, guys. It is struggling. I have not fertilized this. I didn't fertilize it when I planted it, so we're just anxiously awaiting some lettuce. We've got a beautiful maple coming out, and at the back of the house we've got this huge red bud. It is gorgeous. It's past its peak now, but if you can look off in the woods there, look at all the dogwoods that we have blooming. It's just beautiful. Here's a better shot. It's just, I love dogwoods. They are just beautiful to me. And we've got a beautiful view here, but in the summer it goes away because everything leaves out and blooms. I'll show you some of the bushes we have. And here's a dogwood. He's not really flowering that much. He's got a few limbs, but there's one behind him down there that's just gorgeous. Just very, very pretty. Here's my garden spot. We've re-disced this and turned it Friday. Now there's a beautiful view back there, but when it's foggy, you can't see the mountain. But I think it's gonna work. I really do. I think deer is gonna be our problem. Looks a whole lot better than it did the last time you saw it. So we've got that, and I've got some more azaleas here blooming. I was gonna show you off in the woods. Let's see if you can see it. Our fences are bad, guys. We gotta work on it. Dogwoods everywhere. That's probably the prettiest one around I've seen. It's just bright white. But anyways, this will be a beautiful view gardening out here. We had grass at the very top that we had trouble disking or turning under. My husband didn't get it the first time, so that's really this is the first time it's been laid. But we're trying to kill the grass by disking it so many times, but the soil is a lot better than I thought it would be. You can see today how dark it is and how it's turned up. So hopefully we'll have a good garden this year. I hope so. Beautiful. For some reason, you can't find the little itty bitty azaleas where it's almost like a double bloom and they're really tiny, like the size of a quarter. Now everything is this just huge, the huge blooms, and it's gorgeous. But the azaleas I'm talking about, if y'all have ever been to Mobile or older home places around here, they'll have the itty bitty azaleas. These have the big green leaves, lime green in the center, big blooms. That's all you see anymore around here, but it is beautiful either way. I wish I had the small azalea bloom plants too. It's just spring has sprung around here. Here's all our babies that y'all watched hatch with me. They're in a brooder box. They're over 1 week old with a heat lamp. They're doing great. So there they are. You can see the little silkies. And then the bigger chickens. They are all wadded up. They're doing good. And this is my bountiful lettuce harvest. Y'all, we've got an armadillo, and it's just, he's eating the top side of the lettuce. Like, it's pitiful. So this is not the lettuce year, obviously, for me, but we kind of set up something here to trap him and catch him and get him out. But of course, he didn't show up last night. So I do have this little patch of lettuce over here. Well, I see last night he's digging in there, so I don't know, guys. I don't know. The flock says we saw him, Mama, we saw him. Yeah. We've got one silky rooster in there with these. But these are all my colored egg layers. I've got one blue lace, red Wyandotte, lady blue. Oh, and in the shop, when I said the chicks were all huddled up, they were huddled up not because they were cold, but because I scared them opening the door and they all got together in the corner. So never fear, they're warm, they're doing good. That's what we've got going on this spring.